Yeah, good day YouTubers, just out on a ride. Just a quick video about my Ultralight cooking set, which I use for bike packing, which I highly recommend. That's just the windshield I put on it. I finished boiling a cup of coffee. Avenue titanium burner and an Avenue titanium stand that fits on the burner, and this is titanium windshield 0.12 mil, no 0.2 mil, sorry. Just about gone out because I've finished boiling a cup of coffee, which is there. But I'll just show you once I pack it all up, and I'll show you how small it is. But I boil the water in that 650 mil Toaks titanium pot, single wall, and then I make the coffee and I pour it into this. I think that one is no, that is a Toaks double wall 450 ml mug, and I took the handles off because those handles, that cup will fit nestle inside that pot, even with the what do you call it, the 450 ml bag around the cup. It'll fit into the pot. But yeah, I'll pack it all up when I'm finished my coffee and that. Yeah, just a nice spot down here, halfway from your ride. It's the same ride I went on last time. I took a video of quite a few years ago now. I know it's a different build, like a slightly different version, this one, but it's the same ride, so I thought I'd share you another ride with you later on, like an actual rail, riding footage on my GoPro. But I'll save that till I go down to Victoria. I was going to go the start of this month, but I'm going to go start of next month now. Just the temperatures are too low overnight at the moment. It's just too harsh. So yeah, everything's going well. No problems, no issues. Just relaxing at the moment in the shade. A nice cup of coffee for a good 25 minutes, half an hour. Continue on. Wrecked car there has been there for a number of years. I used to recognise it. I can't remember what it is now. It's unrecognisable now. So I think it's a ute actually. Yeah, it was just on the creek, edge of the creek. It was not beautiful green grass here. It's not actually a campground, but it looks like one. Anyway, I'll pack up the cooking set, and I'll film it as I pack it up, and you'll be able to see how compact, how light it is, and how reliable it is, because it's an alcohol stove. It's a definitely a highly recommended kit that I've come up with. It's not a kit you can buy. You got to buy things separately, but yeah, I'll definitely worthwhile because it's so reliable. No moving parts in an alcohol stove. Nothing to go wrong as long as you've got a lighter. You're sweet, Anyway, I'll take another. I'll continue the video when I start packing it up. Okay, guys, here's the whole cooking set laid out. That's everything you need to start making your hot beverages. Tea, coffee, Milo, that kind of thing. Hot chocolate, and also to once you get these dehydrated meals, which are pretty damn good these days. I've bought some quite a few meals from BCF. I think it's called Country Cuisine or something like that. I can't remember. It's a green bag. Yeah, dehydrated meals, they're fantastic. They require like 2 cups of water. Put them in the bag, leave it for like 10 minutes, and you're off and running. Like in case you can't make a shop in the afternoon. If I go bike riding and I can't make the shop, well, it's an option for me, But yeah, so you got your, as I said, Avenue titanium burner and Avenue titanium stand. I got that's in its own bag at the moment, but that's the 450 ml Toaks double wall cup without the handles. I took the handles off, and then you got the Toaks 650 ml single wall pot for boiling water, and then you can see that that's a small Trangy bottle. That's the 300ml Trangia bottle, and you can see I've wrapped the titanium windshield around the bottle, and I've made this myself. You can see if you look on the edge of the windscreen, you'll see I've bent over a lip on this side, and that faces that way, and the other inside edge is the opposite way. So when you put it together, it slides in like a what would you say? Yeah, just a tongue and groove sort of thing, you know. It just slides together and holds the round shape. I just put some of that matting to stop the bottle slipping inside the titanium windshield. There's that. I'm using the actual Trangia simmer ring if I want to put the fire out. I don't really use a simmer function because I'm boiling water. Just made up a little aluminium rod. I think that's 6mm with a 2mm hole. I tapped it out to 3mm. Put a neodymium magnet on it, a bit of heat shrink. So, you know, if you want to take the sim ring off, put it on like that. When you want to put the fire out, you know, obviously you got to take the stand off, but put it on. You can reuse the fuel if you put too much. But I've gotten used to it now. I've pretty much boil it, and about 30 seconds the flame's out after I boil a cup of coffee. So titanium cutlery, so long spork for the to get inside of your dehydrated meal, the bags, because they're quite deep, and just the normal cutlery there in the titanium. The big micro lighters, so they fit inside the cup. You've just got a little scotch pad to clean the cup, but also it's to pick up the handle, because it goes inside that. Because the heat shield goes around the cup, these handles get a bit hot. I know people have put insulation on them, but they tend to burn on me, so I just use a bit of pad. Just as soon as it starts boiling, pick it up, put it aside for probably only about a minute, and then you can pick up the handles up comfortably after that. So okay, we'll put it all together, and I'll show you how compact it is. Okay, so in that double wall 450ml cup, I've got the burner in there. I've got the two big lighters. I've got the magnetic thing to hold the simmering. The simmering's in there as well. The stand's in there, and that will slide straight into the 450ml pot. I'll do that again. I had this little buckle in the way, so obviously you want to tuck. Alright, let's try that again. That'll just slide in there. It's so simple. You see it's nice and in there. Handles fold up. That tucks in there. The lid goes on. I usually put the lid upside down. And then I'll just throw that in the bag. Alright, so Trangia in the heat and the windshield's in that bag. Both cups are in that. All your cooking gear, everything except for your cutlery. So it's just that, and my cutlery set, and a bottle of water, and that can do my dehydrated meals. It can boil water for beverages, you know. So I highly recommend this setup. It's incredibly light and compact, and that's what I'm doing my homework on it, and I've come up with this setup. And I'll tell you what, I don't think there's much else that's going to be more compact than this, you know. I wanted to stay away from look at the size of my hand to the cup, you know. Like, the thing is, there's nothing there, mate. Like, you know what I mean? For cooking meals and beverages, I highly recommend this setup, eh? So yeah, anyone wants the ultimate lightweight, reliable, and compact, you know, backpacking or hiking setup, then you can't go wrong with that once it's all packed away. Completely compact and super light. I'd say all that together, if I had to guess, it'd be less than with the fuel, of course, is going to weigh a bit, but that's the only heavy part. But even all together, I still think it'd be about half a kilo, if that, man, for the whole setup. and that most of that is a 300 ml of metho, you know. So you can carry as little or as much as metho as you want in that bottle to make it as little heavier or as light as you want. But yeah, anyway guys, this is pretty much just about the my cooking setup and how compact it is. You know, stand that up, it's next to nothing, man. It really is next to nothing. Like my shoes there, and it's tiny, you know. So anyway guys, we'll hope that helps. That's what this video is virtually about my Cookset, Ultralight Cookset, and how I rate it, and I highly recommend it. Go check out those items I told you recently, you know. So the Toaks 650ml single wall pot, titanium, the 450ml dual wall cup in Toaks, a mug actually. So Toaks 450ml dual walled mug. Trangy is a 300ml bottle. That's about the smallest Trangy bottle you can get. I wouldn't recommend any other bottle. Trangies are the best, man. They've never leaked on me. All the trips I've done hiking and camping and all that. Yeah, you can get smaller bottles of fuel, but look, you want to be worrying about fuel when you go camping. Oh, I can't cook this because I might use too much fuel. Fuck that, man. You want to have a bit of fuel so you be relaxed, you know. Anyway, hope that helps someone, guys, but I highly recommend that set. Oh, by the way, the titanium windshield, that is homemade. So I bought a sheet of titanium foil, and I cut it as high as the so as high, you can see when it was on there. The cup is as high. The windshield goes from the burner right up to the top of just below the top of the cup. So that's how high you want it, and you obviously want it round enough to cover when the handles are out on the cup, and not too far out, but enough to keep the heat in there, and also contains the fire, so you're very unlikely to fire to spread, especially on green grass like this. But yeah, so that's the only thing you really got to make. You can buy them, but I'm telling you what, the titanium foil you buy in the shops, most of it is like foil. It's so thin and it just crinkles like shit. Like, it's no good, mate. You know, you're better off just going out and buy a sheet of titanium foil. I think 0.2 mil. I think I used 600 by, I think that was 180 mil high by about 600 long. You have to work it out to your cup and how you want it, but and then bend the end over one direction on the one sheet, and then on the other end of the foil you bend it in the other direction, so when you put it together it slides into each other like a tongue and groove. Yeah, so yeah, man, that's the only thing you really got to make, but it's not hard, you know, not that hard at all. You're a bit handy, you better make it up in no time. You can cut that foil with heavy duty scissors. I use Black Panthers. They're incredibly good at cutting that, and they cut a nice clean cut. You gotta go with the file so you don't cut your hands like a surgical blade. But once you file it up, it's beautiful. You know, you got to shape the corners with the scissors, and then cut the corners so they're not sharp. File it all up, and you're done. You know. So anyway, guys, just another quick video of you know, the Cookset I recommend. So another quick tip I recommend is for people bikepacking or even hiking. These valet straps, they come in different sizes. This is the 15 inch, the smallest one in this wide of the size. Aluminium buckle on it. They're so easy to do up, and they're so secure. I'd highly recommend these. Incredibly good straps. I've done my research on these, and by far these are the best straps I've researched and come up with. They've been invented for actually tying down skis with gloves on, so they've got to be really easy to do up but really secure, like, you know, tying skis together in the snow. So obviously you've got gloves on in the snow, so they made a need to make a strap where you can do it up really easy and undo it really easy, but still be secure. And mate, these are awesome. So go check them out too. They come in different sizes, but yeah, they're really good. Hope it helps someone. But yeah, I'm about to go now, so continue on. Had a nice break and enjoyed my coffee and the birds. So, all right, until next time, guys. Catch us.